Yo, what's going on, everyone? So tonight we are doing the
Sup,
Overton's
bro?
200 at New Hampshire. What's up, Jesse? How are you doing tonight? Welcome to the stream, my guy. Welcome to the stream, PFC. So yeah, we are doing the New Hampshire race for the Xfinity series. I don't like New Hampshire. That's not a secret. That's not exactly a well-kept secret as well. It's just not
Dat
my
she
favorite track.
friend-zoned me, we were never dating apparently, so now I'm kinda a wee bit depressed, but
So,
it is what it is.
yep. Well, sorry to hear that, Dubs. Welcome to the stream. Points-wise, we are coming up on a three-way title fight for, for the title. Imagine that. So, Justin Allgaier is 50 points ahead, but myself and Christopher Bell are neck and neck for second place right now. And then 30 points back from us is Matt Tift, and basically the fight for fourth on back. Settings-wise, nothing ever changes. 105 difficulty, 100% race length, all that fun stuff. So yeah, we'll just get to New Hampshire. I will show you guys the setup I'm running. And with it being a championship mode race, of course, it's going to be a default setup. However, it's not the one that we're usually using. It's actually the one just before you go to loose, like all the way to the right on the slider scale. So
I'm happy I got used to Sonoma. I got a new record too.
oh, congrats, Jesse. Let's see here. I'm actually really excited to race trucks on Sonoma next year on Heat 4. So yeah, the setup I'm running is this one right here. Setup 9 on the slider, and just need to bump
Yay,
up
it's I,
brake
but she
bias right
just
there.
said today she just won't ready for a relationship, but we can be good friends, so I don't know. She might come to me first.
Well, hopefully. One can only hope, right? So yeah, qualifying wise, we're actually doing pretty well. New Hampshire is like one of those tracks that like the AI are like actually like really slow on. Burn some rubber, get some heat into the tires. So my line generally is brake right around here. Good pump, and you're just really off the throttle for the most of it. And then right through the center of the corner, you're back on the throttle. A little tight off, but that'll come with putting more laps on the tires and letting it naturally wear. You're going to be off throttle more than you're on the brake, so don't worry about that. Do the same thing in 1 and 2, and then 3 and 4 is actually the same thing, so yeah. Chad, how are you guys doing tonight? Really nothing to report on with qualifying. It's pretty much straightforward. And coming to the line.
How did you like that Xfinity race?
Oh, boom. Second place. Damn, what did I miss out to? Elliott Sadler, so close. Damn. Oh my god, that Xfinity race is actually really good.
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing great, actually. We just got done with the Xfinity race in real life. Oh my god, both that and the truck race is setting up wonders for this Cup race. Hopefully, it actually follows through. I'm actually really excited, but you gotta hate it for Allgaier. I mean, he had that race won. He had that race really won, and then boom, flat tire. Alright, but here we go. Starting on the outside of the front row, so let's have a good race. It should be a good points day for us. Stephen Light didn't have a good practice session. Well, I wouldn't know. I actually kind of skipped it. Yeah, I'm sorry, Dubs, that you're not doing so hot right now. But other than that, I'm glad that everyone else is doing pretty good. Alright, so here we go. They're going to actually like charge turn 1, so I want to get as good of a start as possible.
What is your best time at Sonoma?
God. I can't remember it off the top of my head, guys. I want to say it's... I want to say it's somewhere around 103, 4?
Hold your line.
Oh, man.
Stay high.
Hello, Christopher Bell. How are you doing tonight? You did not have a good race. Well, I mean, you started off pretty good, and then you got into that wreck. And then the dude finished 14th, like 3 laps down, but still.
All G nothing we can do.
Still there.
I need to be on the bottom.
Still there.
Hang on. Let me get on the front stretch so I can actually read that message, because I have no idea what voice to text just said there. So yeah, what's it called?
Careful. Still there. Hard on the outside. Inside.
It'll come to you eventually.
Inside.
What goes around comes around, right? Anywho. But let's all give a good old golf clap to Jeremy Clements, Gray Galding, and Timmy Hill for finishing 4th, 6th, and 7th, respectively, in tonight's Xfinity race. My God, that is awesome. For being in underfunded teams, and they all finished in the top 10, beating out guys like Noah Gragson, well, essentially anyone in a top team. My God. Golf clap for all of those guys. Hampshire, the AI really just back up turn 3. I really liked the Xfinity, and a really good show. It was looking like Old Bristol, their truck race, but then everyone merged to the top in the Xfinity race. I have no idea what happened.
Clear all around. Inside.
Justin Allgaier and I fighting for the lead right now, as is tradition. I say that actually unironically. We actually have been fighting for wins now, him and I. Alright, well, let's see if we can actually pull away. Like I said, chat, New Hampshire is not my favorite track, but we are actually pretty decent on it. It's just so boring. Chat, do you guys like New Hampshire at all?
Good job.
Did you stream last night? If so, I missed it.
I actually did
Thanks.
not, no. I did not stream last night. I took a personal day, let's just put it like that. I think I actually overdrove the center right there. Definitely was not good for my corner exit. No, but I'll be, well, obviously I'm streaming tonight, and I will tomorrow as well. I was getting everything ready for this semester coming up. Fall and winter and whatever. I am working out my new stream schedule, so I'll definitely keep you guys updated. In that little tabby section below on my Twitch page, I will keep you guys updated on what I'm doing on each day. It's definitely going to change week by week, so definitely keep an eye out. And if you follow me on Twitter, it'll probably be the first place that I will post it. But yeah, with me getting into the master's program for becoming a teacher, I'm actually going to be putting, I'm actually starting on Monday actually, starting to essentially student teach, so I'm going to be spending a lot of time in my host school. I still will find time to stream though, so I mean, essentially what I'm trying to say is that my time is going to be very constricted. I'm going to have basically every day, all day, something going on. It's going to be...
I have school Monday.
Hey, there we go. So yeah, I'm starting my student teaching that day. So hopefully I can get everything all worked out. in terms of scheduling, because, you know, I definitely don't want to give up streaming just after I reach affiliate status, you know? But I will keep you guys posted, whether it's down in that little tabby section.
I don't like New Hampshire at all.
I don't know a single person that likes New Hampshire, honestly. Oh, real quick before we change subject, my dates for streaming will be kind of all over the place this upcoming week. So, so I will definitely let you guys know what I'm streaming and when I'm streaming. So, yeah. Anyway, Dubs, you actually like New Hampshire? Or are you just actually yanking my chain? We're actually starting to catch lap traffic already. Oh man, we are just...
Ooh, I like it.
Oh, really? Now, if you don't mind, but like, why? I mean that in the best way possible. I mean, like, what about New Hampshire do you like? I mean, like, is it like... Does it remind you about, like, Milwaukee, or, like...
I want it loose so I can just drift the corners.
Alright, I mean, like, okay, let me rephrase that question. What do you like about New Hampshire in real life? Like, if you watch it on TV, like when Cup and Xfinity is here, why do you like the track? Or do you just like it in-game? Well, someone just wiped out here in turn 3. Oh, it's one of the MBM cars. Nice. Carl Long?
Not real life, just the game.
Oh, I see. Okay, well, see, that changes things, my guy. What I'm talking about, like, I don't like New Hampshire, like, in real life as well. Well, I mean, in-game, yes, but in real life, I don't like it. It's my least favorite track that NASCAR goes to. I thought you were saying that you liked it in real life. Really tight. Like, loose in, but tight off. It's really weird.
Yeah,
you can't...
no, it's boring in real life.
Okay. Okay, well, let's see. That makes more sense. What I was talking about is, I don't know anyone that likes New Hampshire actually in real life. How are we doing on gaps? 6 seconds to Allgaier. Oof. Oof. I had no idea that when I sat down to stream tonight that I would be just ass-whooping the field. Because, I'm not going to lie, chat, I have not won on New Hampshire in the Xfinity Series. I have in the Cup Series, but not the Xfinity Series.
Thoughts on Xfinity race from tonight? To lose a stage from a driver pushing you high into the wall, all then losing the race to him. Whoa, you used a bad word.
Oh, this is PG-13. You used the ass word. Nah, it's fine. It's fine. Guitar Rock, welcome to the stream. My God. Okay, so actually, I love the Xfinity race. After the Cup guys all crashed out basically at the same time, it was a free-for-all, and it was amazing. But you gotta hate it for Allgaier. You really do. After leading the most laps and arguably wanting it and needing it the most, that's just 2019 in a nutshell for him. You know, leading the most laps and just something going wrong. Guitar Rock, how did you like Xfinity? Alright, so coming up on Morgan Shepherd, the GOAT. Oh my god. Oh,
Bristol was like, okay, let's throw a tire at Kyle, .no, question mark. Okay, let's fuck up his car. Justin should have won.
He really should. What's up, Dan? Welcome to the stream. Justin should have won. I mean, Justin's my guy in the Xfinity series. I'm actually going to go high here. I think that he should have won that. But obviously, his tire said otherwise. And they were making this big, huge thing that, like, oh man, tires don't mean a thing, and then gets a flat. But
I felt so bad for LGR. That was an amazing car.
He had the car to beat tonight, and well, I don't know. I want to say he pulled a Brandon Jones by blowing a tire as soon as he got into second place, but yeah. Which, that's another conversation piece. I thought it was funny. Like, there was actually some guy on NASCAR on Reddit during the actual race thread that was just like, oh god, what do? I just got into second place. Plow it into the wall.
You're clear.
That's just Brandon Jones in a nutshell. Oh, also, another conversation piece. Joe Graff Jr. attempted to qualify for the Xfinity race using a mainstream RCR car, used the number 10 Colleague points to help him get in, and still did not qualify. How are you that bad that using...
I am with the Fords in all three of the series, but in truck I like BKM. Saying tires make no difference at Bristol is like saying brakes don't matter at Martinsville.
Car outside, hold your line here. Hold the wheel. Bottom lane clear.
Yeah, but the thing is, Allgaier was holding off hard-charging Tyler Reddick. And with all the Force and 3 series, but out. You like, oh yeah, you like BKM? Oh man, back in the day, yeah. Back in the day, Brad Keselowski Racing was the young up-and-comers, but at the same time, he probably didn't pick his drivers correctly. It's kind of like the same thing that Kyle Busch is going through now. Like, Chase Briscoe and Austin Cindric back then didn't have that much success. Only Ryan Blaney did. And that was it. And that's why he moved up so much faster than the other two did. So we're doing, alright, 8.5 to Allgaier.
Yeah,
oh,
I
9.
think Reddick got lucky. Alder popped a tire. I don't see Allgaier being too nice after stage 1. Allgaier and Chase Elliott are the GOATs.
Those are my guys right there. Chase in the Cup and Allgaier in the Xfinity. What's it called? No, Reddick did luck into this victory too. But you know, as much as he did, it is kind of like a Cinderella story. Dude went after failing inspection 4 times, started from the back, raced his way forward twice, by what I hear, and won the race. A true last of first story.
I'm still laughing at what NASCAR posted for Decker.
Oh my god. Natalie Decker was something else last night. Her crew chief and spotter were both just like, nah, I'm done.
I meant KBM, but their way I like both.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah.
LOL.
Hot take, I don't think Todd Gilliland is coming back to
I'm not even
KBM.
sure she posted on FB today.
That...
If I don't know, what happened with Decker?
Oh, a wrecker, well, Rector. They were pushing her back to her stall or to the garage, and you look it up. It's actually on YouTube. but they push her into the
Decker
corner.
wrecked, then got spun out by the wrecker.
Yep. Essentially. It's on YouTube, but you should look it up. It's actually really funny.
Stay high, stay high.
Juan Pablo Montoya wants to know your location.
Careful, still there. Hang tight there, driver. Hold this line here.
John Hunter, what are you doing down here? Yeah, Natalie Decker was something else yesterday. But seriously, let's give an attaboy to Johnny Sauter for all the trials and tribulations that he went through. He still brought home an 11th place finish. And still not below the playoff bubble, too.
That is even more funnier when it goes viral.
Ah.
Stay low,
Tommy Joe
stay low.
Martins,
Still there.
you're the Matt Mills of today, I can tell. Pick a lane.
Still there.
I feel so bad for
Clear
Sutter.
outside.
Sauter has been getting Allgaier and Chase luck.
Are you racing at 100 laps?
Yes, sir. This is the Xfinity series, full
I am at
full length.
50.
Inside.
Oh man, tight. Yeah, 50% it would be 100 laps, but 100% race length for the Xfinity series is full 200. But still, actually, this is actually time-wise one of the longer races on the schedule. It's right up there with Charlotte, actually.
I don't know about Alderluck. How many times did Algr push 3 wide tonight?
He was aggressive. He did it at least, I mean, you can definitely count it on 2 hands, I can say that. It wasn't like Ross last night where he was just like, oh, literal bulldozer going through the field. Which, you know, I'm a Ross Chastain fan, but, like, you know, you gotta calm it down, dude. He was far too aggressive. Man, by the way,
was
weird.
aggressive, yes, but my god, it was beautiful driving.
It was. I mean, it made the race very, very fun to watch. Give it a couple more laps. I mean, if the race was like 25 more laps added on, he would have had something for Brett Moffitt. Which, you know, still, Brett Moffitt in and of itself was he was very consistent. He earned that win.
Mills made some friends.
Oh my god.
Exactly, good driving.
Matt Mills was, Matt Mills did not know proper back marker etiquette. Oh, hey, Jeff Green, what the hell are you doing up here in 24th? You're out of your element, my guy. You're not supposed to be in the 20s.
Hold your line. Stay up high. Stay high. Hang tight there, driver. Hold this line here.
Yeah, getting tight right now. What our tire wear looking like? Oh, well, that's kind of why.
Still there. Clear high, bud. Got one down low now. Got one down low. He's inside.
All right. Okay, Jeff Green, you're fighting for this.
All right, now you're clear. That car there is on your inside. He's inside.
Since it happened yesterday, I haven't had a chance to talk about it. I'm just happy that Dale Jr. is all right. That plane crash could have been really scary.
You got all the room you need. You're clear.
Him and his entire family. Very lucky. And it would have been nice for Allgaier to win one for Junior Motorsports, since like that entire team just kind of imploded today. Every one of them had a problem of some sort. Noah Gragson had like a tire or two down. Justin Allgaier had a flat, as we all know. I'm gonna go low here.
Yes, and I know the message I sent earlier seemed rude, but NASCAR is dragging out that story for gossip.
Well, I mean, it is kind of a high-profile thing. I mean, like, not only was it like trending on Twitter, but like it actually made headlines in actual both local news and world news. So like, it's like one of those things. I know they're gonna bring it up tomorrow though, and then that's kind of dragging it on. You know, the news already came out that they're all right, but you know, you do you, I guess. Oh, speaking of Dale Jr., down here in 23rd.
Car outside. Hold your line here. Hold the wheel.
Who is filling in for JR?
No one. They are just having having Jeff Burton, Steve Letard, Rick Allen, and I guess Rutledge, I guess, maybe is stepping up a little bit. Maybe Parker, but he's still a pit road reporter, so.
Careful now. Still there.
Because I know tonight, Rutledge was on the Peacock pit box.
Still there. Clear low, bud.
Dale SR was watching over the fam and gave them luck and hope plus protection.
Yes. Yes, Daniel. Exactly. Alright, so anyway, moving forward. We are half a track ahead of second place. Oh, it's now Christopher Bell. So of course, top three in points are 1, 2, and 3. So unless something bad happens to any one of us, it's not going to be a very big shakeup in the standings.
Hang tight there, driver. Hold this line here.
Well, my cat sees something on the crawling on my floor, so it's probably another spider. And chat, you guys know how much I hate spiders.
Inside. On now. You're clear.
Well, next caution. I guess I know what I have to do.
I want to know what was up with the car's entire wheel and rear axle just snapping like that.
Oh my god, tell me about it. It was so weird, like, I mean, like, I wasn't able to see everything because I was actually on the phone with my grandpa, so I didn't actually see it, but all of a sudden I see the replay, and then boom, the entire axle and tire just goes flying off, and oh my god, I had no idea what happened there. It was so weird. The Xfinity, this entire Bristol weekend, I mean, it's just really weird. Oh, so my times have been slowing down a little bit. I think I know exactly where it's coming from as well. It's turn 4.
I was spotting on e-racing and I saw it on my TV and went, holy crap. Scar D my driver LOL. Kyle S engine was toasted after stage 2.
Wins the stage and then goes on the radio. He's like, yep, we're done. Anyone just tuning at that point is just like, oh, well, okay, I guess
Stay on the bottom here for me.
I guess they're just playing for fun then.
Now you're clear. Still there.
God, we're only halfway through this fuel run.
Hold this line here. Clear all around.
I can already feel this thing starting to tighten up. Take it nice and slow. Ross, what are you doing down here?
Still there.
God, then I can only think about who's in
Clear high.
who's in front then. Who's in the top 20? If we have like John Hunter Nemechek back here, we have Ross back here. By the way, how am I going to get past him? Really, we're kind of just holding steady in terms of time.
You stay up high here.
On whose car did that happen to with the rear axle and wheel came off?
Yep. That actually should be on YouTube as well by now.
Careful, still there.
It was bizarre.
Inside.
It's actually kind of right up there with running into the cleanup vehicle at Iowa. I think it was actually the same car, wasn't it?
Careful, still there.
Could be mistaken on that.
Careful now, still there. All right, now you're clear. Hold your line. You got one inside. Hold your line.
Ross.
Careful, still there. All right, clear outside. That car there's on your inside.
Ross is holding me up, chat.
Just where on the track it came off, that didn't make much sense either.
Hang tight there, driver. Hold this.
Yeah, I know, coming off at 2. I mean, kudos for NASCAR for red flagging the race and not letting it impact the end of stage 2 like that, but like that, it was just bizarre. Alright, so now we're losing a little time to Christopher Bell.
Careful now, still there. Top lane free. You're good if you need it. Top lane free. Hold your line. You got one inside. Hold your line. Clear all around. Hold your line. You got one inside.
I'm getting tight. I'm actually like overdriving the corners as well.
Careful now. Still
Alright, here we go. Casgrau is still right next to me, but
clear low. Clear low.
well, since we're actually like, I don't know, only 33 more laps until we need to make a new stop. Well, that goes to show that we definitely cannot do this in one stop. We can't push this an additional 45 laps in order to make it the one stop, but I want to go as long as possible in order to do this efficiently. So I'm thinking like lap 70 or so
Inside.
is when I'm gonna pull the trigger on all this. Because it looks like everyone's having some problems getting through traffic, which is good.
Careful. Still there. Bottom lane is clear. Bottom lane is clear. The car there's on your inside.
But I think we're gonna...
Still there.
Hey Dan, thank you so much for the follow.
Clear all around.
I know you're
Inside.
around a lot, so it's much appreciated. Welcome to the crew.
Stay high.
Anyway, so yeah, I know that we can actually do this pretty efficiently on a 2-stop. I mean, we did it in Cup, where like we were just dominating that race.
Hold your line. You got one inside. Hold your line.
But Ross is actually really holding me up. I cannot get around the dude. Ooh, wow. Hello. And here I am getting really tight as well, so... That's also because of tire wear, so... Big think. Just keep an eye on this gap, and when it goes down... When it goes down enough, it essentially will be my time to strike for pit road strategy, I mean.
Hang tight there, driver. Hold this line here.
Alright, Chad Fincham.
Clear high. Clear high. Outside, outside. All clear. Got one down low now. Got one down low. Inside.
Alright, so with that pass, it'll finally get us through Ross
Can't
and
wait
Jeremy
for
Clements.
Cup race tomorrow night. Who do you think is going to win? Also, did you hear about the Matty D and LVR Plus gifts?
Yes. Okay, so, statistically speaking, Kyle Busch is really good at Bristol. However, I am...
Yellow's out. Back her
Oh,
down.
there's that yellow I was hoping for. So, hey, that's actually really good. I'm pitting. We're gonna loosen this thing up a little. Just a tick. Because it's really just tire wear that's really holding us up. So, yeah, we are... Kyle Busch is actually really good. Kurt Busch is really good as well. So, I mean, if I was a betting guy, I would put my money on one of the Busch brothers. However, one person who has been, like, really good that I feel could give a run for their money is actually Eric Jones. So, I mean, I would kind of put anyone in the Joe Gibbs stable. However, I would love for Chase to win. But a spoiler that could pull something off is...
Yeah, why is Kurt Busch already so pissed?
Starter has the green.
I have no idea.
Almost ready. Green flag, green flag.
There we go.
Got one outside now.
Gotta love it when they just gives me free positions. Thanks, Joey Gase, for blowing up and not pitting. Alright, so take this nice and smooth.
Hang tight there, driver. Hold this line here.
So yeah, I have no idea why he's so pissed already.
Outside, outside.
Tokyo drifting through 3 and 4.
Hang tight there, driver. Hold this line here.
Is he 3 wide? Is that why he's wiggling like that? But then yeah, Matt DiBenedetto and Levine Family Racing. You know, I gotta hate it for Matty D, but I mean, Christopher Bell is bringing sponsorship. And for a struggling, underfunded team like that, you gotta take that.
Stay low.
You know?
Stay low. Still there.
But unfortunately, this kind of just means that Levine Family Racing is just forever just going to be the mini Joe Gibbs and just their development,
Stay low. Hang tight there, driver.
their development crew.
Careful now. Still there. Clear all around.
You can give me winning stats all you want for Bristol, but it's Bristol. It's hard for stuff not to happen.
Yeah, I mean, much like road courses or anything like that, super speedways. I'm just saying, like, whenever I give picks,
I said the one of the Busch or a non-playoff or a first-time winner of the season and in the series.
yes. I mean, I would love for something like that to happen. Like, just whenever like someone asks, like, "Oh yeah, who do you think's gonna win?" Like, I generally look at stats first and foremost, and who is fastest in practice,
Clear all around.
and then I give my answers from there, based on spoilers or whatever.
Guitar Hawk 410, that's true.
Inside.
Yeah, it's just like one of those things. Bristol can change at the drop of a hat, you know? Alright, so this kind of sucks. right now. We're kind of mired back in traffic. I know that we
I am
have...
none of the fastest cars won tonight.
But yeah, that's just also because of early race shenanigans. So yeah, no, yeah, you're absolutely 100%
I won at
correct.
Canadian Tire yesterday.
Oh, nice PFC. Glad to hear that.
Driver, hold this line here. Car on the outside now, outside.
That was my fancy dance move right there. It's called let them just brake check me and
Still there.
going into 3 and then not gain a single position out of it. Patented. Don't take my move.
Hang tight there, driver. Hold this line here.
All right, here we go.
You're clear. Awesome. Clear.
So yeah, we have fresh tires on these guys, but well, I mean, like, there's really no downside. I mean, these guys are gonna be pitting here in about 15 or so laps. So we're just gonna be, well, one, have the lead, but also lapping them as well. So that's actually perfect. Oh, here's a lucky winner.
Careful now. Still there.
Oh, Michael and that. Definitely could have attacked turn 3 a little bit more, but my lane was taken away from me. Never to be seen again. So, chat, I'm still taking suggestions for emotes for
I am in Week 2 in Season 9. I am trying to win 5 championships in every series before Heat 4 comes out. In Dirt I had 4 trucks, 2 Xfinity, 0.
Cup's actually the hardest to win at. The AI is really good at Homestead.
Got my first pull on e-racing today at USA Speedway in stock cars.
Ooh, congrats.
Still there.
All right, well, slide job. Yeah, like I said, I mean, I would love to race iRacing. I just don't have the time anymore, nor the money to spend it monthly like that. And I also don't have a rig. I would love a rig, at least a wheel. But no, congrats. I know that's definitely a higher skill level than just playing 704's games, you know? So, no, definitely, congrats. So yeah, like I said, I'm still looking for suggestions on Twitch emotes for subscribers. I mean, if you haven't heard,
Low can be higher skill level lap.
Stay high. Stay high. Still there.
because if you haven't heard, I'm a new Twitch affiliate. So yeah, I would love to hear what you guys have to say and want to see out of Twitch emotes from me, if you would ever want to subscribe. Don't know anything about them, but definitely want to learn.
I just want boom confetti.
Hey, no, I still have that thing on here. I still have that command. I don't think I disabled it. I usually don't disable commands like that. I'm still...
What's the command?
exclamation part, and boom.
Inside your driver, hold this line.
Confetti, and it'll link you to Jimmy Johnson's boom confetti GIF.
Inside your driver, hold this line.
So right now I'm still just mired back in traffic. I cannot get past Allgaier.
Clear high, bud.
Oh, as I say that, I get past Allgaier. Woo! Good talk.
Inside your driver, hold this line here.
Confetti.
Careful now, still there. Car there is on the outside.
No, exclamation point and boom.
All right, now you're clear.
Confetti.
That's what it is. It's boom, not confetti.
I will in the future, but I am 1.5 which I run on the 6 and try to earn money to get games and stuff that I want. Boom.
Oh, well,
Confetti.
I will never
You are
ask.
loud.
I will never ask for anyone to subscribe. But I'm just looking for emote ideas. Like, what would you guys want to see? I was thinking like a salt shaker shaped like a NASCAR truck. That's just an early draft. I don't know.
Wrecker.
Yes. I can definitely do that. Because that's especially going to be relevant for NASCAR E4. I like that. Guitar Rock, I like the way you think. Short, sweet.
Patton, what do you think she means by I don't know? I can't say I feel the same way about you when I said I like you. Car doing donuts, emoji donut.
Oh, I'm pretty sure like that's already been done. Like, car doing donuts and all that. I'm pretty sure that's already an emote somewhere. And let me actually see what you meant. Man, Dub's always looking for relationship advice. You just gotta go for it, man.
She'll take you to her chronicles, lol.
How did I get here? Well, I pissed off my crew chief and spotter so much that they just up and left me. Alright.
Danger, I can't do that. PC in friend zoned RN.
All right, careful now, still there. Still there.
Am I missing a punctuation mark somewhere? When you say, I don't know, I can say I feel the same way about you. Is there any punctuation marks in there? Because how
Stay on the bottom here.
it's
for me.
read by
Still
that,
there.
it's making it sound like, no, I don't like you. You know? But if it's like, I don't know, comma,
Yay.
because if it's that, then I'm seeing hope. But if there isn't, then, sorry, bud. Have some bread.
No.
Oh, if it is, then like that, then how I read it as, then it's,
I'm Brad Keselowski and Kyle Busch is ass.
I'm Brad Keselowski and Kyle Busch is an ass. Top 10 lines.
Driver, hold this line here. Clear all around.
So is Christopher Bell in the lead? Of course he is. Hey, what's up, Cameron? Welcome to the
The
stream.
car hawk 410, that was hilarious. In Brad Keselowski and Kyle Busch is in a blah blah blah.
Stay low. Still there.
Cameron, how you doing tonight? Glad you can come on out.
Outside, outside. All right, now you're clear. Inside,
Take him out.
inside, inside.
What, Matt Tift? Or no, oh. I get you.
Good.
Clear all around.
Well, that's awesome.
Inside.
Did you watch the Xfinity race or truck race last night?
Careful. Still there.
Hello, thank you, Brandon Brown.
Use it if you need it.
Yes.
Car there's on your inside. Inside.
Damn good racing at Bristol. Damn good. Damn.
All right, now you're clear.
In Brad Keselowski
Ah.
and not lifting. Laughing.
Oh my god. Brad Keselowski has a lot of quotable moments. I'm not lifting, proceeds to get run over. Alright, good talk, Brad K. Woo, you're the best.
Careful. Still
Yeah,
there.
well, the field didn't lift either.
Especially Harvick. Harvick did not lift at all. He was just like,
Clear your left.
nah.
Clear all around.
Laughing.
Alright, well, if you're just joining, welcome. This is the Xfinity Series Championship mode at New Hampshire, my least favorite track on the schedule. Don't know what to say. We had a caution roughly about 30 laps or so, give or take. Don't exactly remember when. 20 laps ago. We're just waiting on the rest of the AI to come down pit
I
road.
hit the bed. GN guys, have a good one, Patton.
You too, Dubs. Thank you so much for stopping out.
Oh no, he turns him. Brad Keselowski won this race. Carl Edwards versus Brad Keselowski plus Edwards and Jeff Gordon are one of my favorite drivers. LOL. My favorite quote is, "No disrespect and all, cause he is a champion but he has no clue what he is doing." Have a good one, Dubs Racing Fin.
Oh my god. When he was talking about that with Jimmy, oh my god. People, my favorite quote is, "Jimmy Johnson should be effing shot." Did anyone watch that video?
I
Does
hate
it-
this track.
Cameron, you and I both hate it, both in real life and this game. But we're actually really good here, so, like, you can only hate it so much. But yeah,
My
did
home track is Pocono.
now see, now that's a good track. Pocono is a good track. If your home track was New Hampshire, I feel sorry for you. My home track is, I mean, I guess my closest one would be in Michigan. And that's also a good track for the truck series.
Mine is RIR.
Richmond has its moments. Definitely.
Patton LOL. Mine is Marksville.
I see Martinsville, that's an excellent home track. What's it called? If we're talking like local short tracks, my home track would be Toledo Speedway. Like that's just a hop, skip, and a jump from my house. So gotta love it when ARCA comes on by. That's like the highlight of the night. Alright, so seize on that opportunity given by Christopher Bell and his inability.
Also, I am like an hour and 30 minutes away from Pocono where I live.
Let's see, Dover, Delaware is also like a good track. So like, you're by a lot of good tracks, Dan. I'm like, I don't know, I'm like 4 hours away from Indy, so like I guess that's alright. I mean, it's not a place I've gone to regularly. I've only gone there once for one Indy 500.
Mine is Motor Mile Speedway. You should look them up.
I probably should. I mean, especially since NASCAR's doing like my grassroots. So, yeah. So, what are these guys going to come on down pit road? I don't know. Maybe I just missed something.
Hey, would you want to join my PS4 NASCAR Heat 3 Racing League?
Trent, you came by a couple days ago, and you already asked me that, so I already gave you my answer then. Don't self-promote around here, my dude.
It's in Virginia. Oh, you're the same person, sorry.
Still, I don't think you should go around to other people's streams and... I don't think you should go through other people's streams and just self-promote like that. I know most streamers don't have as good of a policy as I do on it, so just a word of advice.
Still there. Clear low. Clear low. Watch that car in front of you. He's slowing down. He's going to be pitting this time.
Alright, so they're finally coming down pit road. Only felt like 100 laps. Hey, look at that. It was 100 laps. Which means... God, that sucks that they can actually go to the end now. So that sucks. So I guess the magic number we are looking for is probably here in about, what, 40 laps? I can make it like probably about 30. Because I know tires are going to like just hit me square in the jaw here in about 10.
Is it bad that I have the stages on?
No, I mean not at all.
The gas glitch of 2019.
I'm just waiting for something similar like that to happen in Heat 4. Like, you know, because supposedly they're advertising better AI, so like I'm gonna be like, oh, what are you talking about? And now they just already pit. What do you mean they went 200 laps under green flag conditions and did not pit? And Dan, no, of course not. It's not bad that you have the stages on. I prefer to have it off because of two reasons, actually. One, because I find that on 100% races, if you have the stages on and cautions come out like during those stages, the AI will not pit under a yellow. They will wait until their gas is gone, which makes no sense whatsoever. So essentially, you're just lapping the field over and over if something comes out like that. And not only that, but I also just like the pure, from flag to flag racing action that a single stage allows. It's as close to a Winston Cup race as possible, even though we're in the Xfinity series. I do that with all my series. That's just me, though. Everyone has their preferences. So let's take a look at the top 5 now that people are okay. Well, never mind. Everyone, the top 5 is just the same, except a lap down. All right, carrying on then. Nothing to see here. Just casually lap the field. So ideally, we make it to lap 140 because that's when tire wear won't really hit us. But if we're like talking like earliest, I mean, we could make it on like lap 120 if a caution comes out. So like if a caution comes out at like lap here in about like next 5 laps, we can make it the rest of the way. It's just we're gonna be dirt slow on the latter part of the laps because, you know, tire wear and us having tire wear and the AI, well, not. Hopefully we can get Ryan Sieg another win. Which, by the way, Ryan Sieg was set up to have a really good race. But another flat. I mean, just it seems like that was just the theme of the race during the final stage was just flat tires.
Oh, so you re old school. I like the old school and the new 3 stages, but not the playoffs. I like it when it was the chase plus no regular C's.
Oh yeah, no. Well, that's why. And honestly, Dan, you I don't know if you noticed, but like on all my championships, it is set up to have no playoffs. So like in the Xfinity series, it's a 25 race season, and it still follows like as close as possible, essentially to the real life schedule. However, there's no repeat tracks, so you only go to each track once essentially, and there is no playoffs. So it's just a pure points race. And that's what I love, you know? Because I believe that championships are won based on consistency and not by winning a race. I mean, who was it that that said it last week? That said back in my day, you know, championships were won by season-long battles. But now here we are. Who was that? Like, I'm blanking on it.
Clear all around.
It wasn't Mark Martin. It may have been Bobby Labonte. I don't know. But no, it was recently, you know, just that came to light. Oh, Mike on that down here in 20th, of course.
I think it was Labonte.
Was it Bobby Labonte?
I don't know.
Like, Bobby sounds familiar with saying that statement, so like that's why I was thinking it was him, but I could be wrong on it. But I know it was on Twitter that I know it was a I don't know, that's gonna kill me that I don't know that. But yeah, he was just like, you know, back in my day, you know, championships were won from a season-long battle. and not just getting lucky and winning a race. And then just playing with yourself until Homestead.
NASCAR said they wanted the championship like this for closer championships. I was unaware that was an issue to begin with.
I mean, I think, what's it called? A good example of that would have been...
Labonte sounds and fits perfectly.
Alright, so yeah, it may have been Labonte on that. Oh God, what's it called? A perfect example of that would have been the Truck Series last year. I don't think, if I can remember correctly, Brett Moffitt would have won the championship if it was the old system. I do believe it would have been Johnny Sauter who would have won back-to-back championships. Well, not back-to-back. It would have been his second championship. I could be mistaken on that, though. Alright, so...
Still there.
Make something happen down here. Slide job.
Suarez would still be in Xfinity.
Suarez would still be in Xfinity. Yes, he 100% would not have won the 2016 Xfinity Series Championship. Byron would have won his would have won the 2016 Truck Championship. I know that. I do actually remember that because I watched a video on that recently.
Still there. All right, now you're clear. Car there is on the outside. Outside.
Amazing how often we go back to Suarez.
Inside your driver.
Suarez or Natalie. It's one of those two. Suarez is one of the like titular reasons of I am being bullied here. Chat, help, send help. I'm scared. Michael and that's bullying me.
Clear all around. Bottom lane's clear. Use it if you need it. Hard on the outside. Outside.
So anyway, sorry. Suarez is the titular reason of why the 2-year program and Xfinity is not something that should be a thing at all. It works for some people, and it doesn't work for others. For Suarez, I think it's one of those that doesn't work. Aww.
Inside. Inside your driver. Hold this line.
My lap times, man. My lap times are actually abysmal.
Clear all around.
Maybe I can try to put... No, Chad, I remember who said that. It was Matt Crafton. That is right. Oh my God, I remembered. It was Matt Crafton that said that.
I like it when Truex Jr. went the 1-9 car and putting in victory lane where Carl Edwards left.
Got one down low now. Got one down low. Inside. All right, now you're clear.
I need Matt Crafton to be better.
Yes, I need you to be better. Sorry. I need to let you know that you're just not cutting it. Him and Friesen were going at it. And then afterwards, it was just like, oh yeah, just want to make sure that we were just okay. Making sure that what's on the track is like, hey man, I'm really sorry, but like I'm gonna need this position from you. No, but you can have it if you want it though.
Still there.
And then here's Ross just like, I don't care, bulldozer. Pit road safety violation, that's fine. Up to the front.
Guitar Hot 410 Dante, we all want that.
Matt Crafton, I feel if he gets more aggressive and actually, like, I don't know what the proper verb would be. Like, it's because he does try. He needs to be more aggressive and essentially try harder. He can actually win this championship. I mean,
He holds back so much.
he really does. There's so much more on the table that he could be using, but he wants to save his trucks, which, you know, is good, but, like, you know, when it's the final 50 laps of the race, you know, I expect moves to be made and not just, oh, well, you know, I'll keep on giving and eventually there's no taking. Because, you know, like, Bristol was a prime example of that. Like, you know, he had good racing against Stuart Friesen, but then come 50 to go, he was just like, oh, no, actually, I decided I don't want to. I will race clean. But I don't know, who am I? I'm not even a driver. I mean, the psychology of race how you want to be raced is probably...
Avoidable.
Still there.
I guess the whole race how you want to be raced is something that he holds true. To a fault.
Careful now. Still there. On now. You're clear.
Oh, Lord. I look behind me and I just see a big group of cars, and I'm just like, oh,
Yes,
God.
Kyle Busch has proven that holds true laugh.
Actually, just tonight that was holding true. The 4 of Landing Castle was holding up Justin Allgaier when he was being run down by Tyler Reddick. Held him up for like 5 laps until like Tyler was right there. And then all of a sudden, when Tyler, when he got past Allgaier, and he just let Tyler Reddick right go. You cannot tell me that a couple weeks ago when Allgaier wrecked Ross, that the actual team of the 4 was just like, you know what, no, screw that, we had to put the car back together. He can actually suffer a little bit.
All right, now you're clear.
Alright, so here
I'm
in...
going to miss David Regan after this season, just like Tony S. Edwards, Matt K. I remember that Alder was pissed.
Oh my, he came on the radio and was just like, it's just like, you know, I don't remember exactly what he said because I couldn't quite hear it. It was muffled, but it was something along the lines, just like, you know, like, of course, you know, he gets out of the way for Tyler Reddick, you know, and his spotter, Eddie DeHaan, was just like, oh, calm down, you know, let it go, you know, we're still ahead. What's it called? David Reagan is a is definitely gonna be missed in the Cup Series, but you know what? This opens the door for someone because Front Row is actually a Roush affiliate. I was under the impression that it was a Stewart Haas like development team essentially, but it actually isn't. So there's anyone can fill that spot. Hopefully it's not Cole Custer, because I feel like his talent would be squandered there, you know?
If you are a lap down and the leader is coming, I would let him pass me. God, not Front Row Joe.
I know, right? Front Row Joe was holding me up there.
Matty D.
I mean, that's the rumor right now, but, like, I don't know. I really hope that he has actually a really good race at Road America, and maybe takes the 20 car from Bell for next Xfinity season, because I feel like he can do really well in the Xfinity series in good equipment, you know? But, like, it will be a major blow to his pride, you know, having to go back down to the Xfinity series. But I feel like he can do well. You know what I mean, chat?
Inside. Bottom lane clear. Use it if you need it. Watch that car in front of
Oh,
you.
Chad
Going
Finchem's
down.
slow.
It's going to be pitting this time. That car there's on your inside. Inside.
I am going to guess Matty D in good equipment in Xfinity or Cup.
Inside. Bottom lane's clear. Use it if you need it.
Like, since he already has Joe Gibbs like affiliation, like I'm just saying, like if he's racing for Joe Gibbs in Xfinity for Road America, I know it's an off week for a Cup, but like that could be his one and only trial. You know, it's his one and only tryout. Is what I'm trying to say. And my God, I'm getting tight. I am 2 seconds off my fastest lap. It's a good thing we are pitting here in 2 laps. I'm just hoping for a caution right now, honestly, to see if I don't have to pit under green. But I feel like he can do really well in the Xfinity Series, should that be where he ends up. And honestly, it's a welcome one. Matt Tiff now is in second, so that's...
Drop your speed, driver.
entry, but I mean, it was enough. So there's Matt Tiff right now. He's just now got his lap back. This is going to be interesting. I know we're going to lose the lead, so I'm not even worried about that. Especially with a 16-second pit road stop, so of course it is. Alright, so he's coming up on us right now. There he is.
Hammer down. Come on, go.
I was at Atlanta in truck and I was pitting and caution came out and I won the stage.
Stay low. Hang tight there, driver.
Oh, nice. I love it when stuff like that happens. This is actually just fun.
Outside.
Go across the line on pit road, and hey, look at that, I won. Alright, so P2 right now. Matt Tift is the person on points. We don't need to make any more stops, but should a caution come out like late race, I am stopping just to get those 4 fresh tires. It actually looks like to me that Matt Tiff cannot get by these guys up here, so that could be our ticket to the lead.
Can you repeat that please? That popped up.
Oh yeah, no. All I said was, you know, I love it when that happens, like going on pit road and you cross the line on pit road with, and you win the stage. Shows that how dominating your lead was. Or unless a caution came out exactly when that happened, and then still, it still shows how dominating the lead was. Speaking of lead,
Careful now, still there. Car there is on the outside. Outside.
winning really deep, but held it, hold it. There we go. So how's this top 5 shaking out right now? Oh wow, we're actually all like right here. So, all right, let's get a good gap on these guys. My God, Matt Tiff cannot figure out how to get past. Come on, Oxabay. You got this. There we go. Alright, chat. Well, I guess question of the day for you guys. Who, out of the current outside drivers looking in for the Cup Series, or the playoffs, I mean, who do you guys think can be an upset? For me, with 3 races left before the playoffs start, JJ, I do believe, yes, he was actually my number 1. My number 2.
Atlanta was in 1/8 in Truck Xfinity and Cup, and now I am second in points.
You gotta love it, honestly.
Jones.
Jones is on the inside of the playoffs. What I'm talking about is people on the outside of the. Jimmy Johnson. Okay, so we have Jimmy Johnson so far. I haven't even said who I think yet. Besides JJ, I want to think that. Oh damn. Well, we just pit. Honestly, we're not going to be coming down pit road. We're not going to give all these guys the satisfaction. Yeah, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, I
Won't
want.
be upset for me as a JJ fan, LOL.
I'm just talking about like an upset that would just shake off the playoffs leaderboard. Chris Buescher, he has been really good lately. I don't think he is winning, but hypothetically speaking, of course, if he were to win, that would he just got 20th in points on Michigan, and if he continues his streak of good races, then he will be obviously in the playoffs, knocking potentially Clint Boyer out of that spot.
Okay then, Matt D. Austin or someone in 1/7 to 2/5.
You do if you win, you need to be in the top 20. So like, if Matty D wins, he needs to get to the top 20 in points in order for his win to clinch the playoff berth. I actually don't know how close he is to the top 20 in points, honestly.
Okay.
But no, like definitely, if he's close, he can definitely be an upset.
McLeod will win.
Oh, phew. Yeah, there we go. That's what we're talking about. Like, who needs an entire season? He can just do this in 3 races. He's giving them all a chance. But yeah, does anyone know off the top of their heads how close Matty D is to 20th in
Cup
points?
is off next week.
Yes, that is correct. It is a road course centric weekend with trucks at Mosport and Xfinity at Road America. So fun times.
Wow, that's fast.
Especially Mosport. Mosport has consistently provided some of the best finishes I've ever seen in a NASCAR race. Maybe not best in terms of like good quality racing, but like, oh my god, do they seriously just do that? Alright, so we're actually...
Di Benedetto Toyota 3972.
So how many points is that to 20th?
2/3 in points.
He's 23rd, okay. Alright, so he's close. I mean, but like I don't know if he could be able to do that with I don't know. How far is he out? I also need to start linking up some good laps. I've been really off my marks these past couple laps.
I need Decker to wreck Kyle so we can have the Finn weekend.
Ugh.
There is a chance.
Yeah, I mean, so yeah, definitely. I guess there is a chance. He just needs to have a perfect next 3 races. Should he win tomorrow, he would need Darlington and Indianapolis to go just right to get that 20th. To get that 20th place. But yeah, no, definitely, yeah, he is a contender. So yeah, you're right. Oh my god, who's this? Is that Brandon Brown? Damn it, Brandon Brown.
In UT0 NASCAR the game, any tips?
Hey, Cap G, welcome to the stream, first of all. Actually, yeah, so,
I like Bowyer, obviously pulling for JJ, but I feel like Bowyer takes himself out.
I'll get on that here in a second. So yeah, Cap G, some tips. Are you looking for a single-player or online experience? Because, in a single-player, definitely, I would have to say... I want to say, like, a good settings would be, you know, don't overdrive the corners. The game really respects a good, clean driver, especially in career mode, with how touchy the ally rival system is. So it really rewards clean driving. Online, that's a rough one because there's a lot of dirty drivers online, so I guess stay away from anyone that looks like they are trying to take you out.
Guitar Hawk 410, yes, I agree with the Bowyer part.
Are you looking for a career-centric CapG or single-player experience or online? But yeah, Clint Boyer. I mean, he actually did a interview today, right before the or right after the qualifying, and he was just like, "Oh man,
Bowyer
yeah, these
has fast cars, they just always fall short."
He was just like, "Oh yeah, you know."
I'm going to start online when I get better.
Okay. So single player wise, like I said, it really rewards clean driving. I would say practice. The setup, like when you get to a track, it'll show you like the different setups. Kind of do a couple laps on each one, because obviously, the more you're accustomed to how one feels, you can kind of apply that to each and every track. Generally speaking, what works best for me is a looser kind of setup, because as the tires wear, the car naturally gets tighter. So the looser you have it set up, the
is there
less...
any drafting? I don't feel the drafting isn't there.
So the looser you have the setup, the less effects of that tire fall off will appear. And yes, there is drafting. If you have it set, your controller will shake when you have drafting. You have a draft. And you can also hear it like through whatever you're using to listen, through headphones or your TV. But like New Hampshire, I mean, this isn't really a draft kind of track, so it's never really going to pop up. On the bigger tracks, definitely. Oh, and Cap G, I guess a final note, without going too in-depth about the entire game. Practice different lines.
When should I pit?
A good rule of thumb is whenever your tire wear, I'll show you mine right now, whenever your tire wear is 70% and above on your right front, because that's going to be the tire that your entire tire wear is based off of. So how the car feels on longer runs is going to be entirely dictated.
Oh, okay, thanks, that's why my PS4 controller keeps shaking.
Ah, yep, there you go. So like your entire car is set up based on your lowest tire wear. So like right now my lowest is 82. Anything 70% and above should be fine, but anything below 70%, you will get slower and slower, roughly about a tenth per lap or so. So, I mean, it's just generally how you feel whenever you feel your threshold for how fast you go will be crossed whether you pit or not. And that makes sense to me because I play this game every day, unfortunately. I'm waiting for P4. You will be needing to pit, essentially what I'm narrowing it all that down to, when you go about a half second to a full second slower than your fastest lap time. Sorry, I feel like I gave you my entire life story there with that explanation. But yeah, Raiders Digest, you lose about a tenth a lap for every couple percent, and you pit roughly about whenever you're a second or more slower than your fastest lap time. So which, for me, a good example is right now my fastest lap time here is a 30.8, and last lap I did a 31 flat, so nowhere near needing 4 fresh tires.
What's the benefit of driving into ST person like that? First.
What's the benefit of second person like this? Essentially, so I can actually, you know what? I have a little bit of time. I can demonstrate it. So like I can drive right on Josh Williams' bumper and not run into him, because any percent of damage will automatically take time off of each lap, and so I can take better, more precise turns. So like knowing when cars are there, and I can always just look behind me and all around when they're like side by side. Meanwhile, if I drive like this,
I'm so good in NASCAR games that my family, that my brother and my cousin doesn't play with me no more.
Oh yeah? Wish I had friends. I'm just kidding. But yeah, driving in like this, I can't see what's exactly in front of me, so I just prefer like driving in second person, so I can see where the bumpers are in front of me, like just in case I'm like behind someone. This allows for better rear view, but not front view, and I prefer front view over rear. Hopefully all this makes sense. And then driving in cockpit is, you know, that's just preferential.
You can't drive off the corners like this in racing.
Oh yeah, no. This isn't a sim. What are you talking about? Come on. Legitimately, I'd be awful at iRacing. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm halfway decent in NASCAR Heat 3 because this isn't real life.
It was odd to me because I was used to this. Thanks.
Anytime, Cap.
Inside.
Hopefully I didn't just overload your brain with my entire findings on this game. Thank you so much for the follow.
Careful, still there. Bottom lane clear. Use it if
Welcome
needed.
to the crew.
I like that 6-1 scheme.
Oh, Timmy Hill's scheme tonight? Yeah, that was actually really good. That was
I
actually...
am always in all three perspectives in every race.
I mean, I pretty much stick to this one because, like, I mean, just for the reasons I literally just listed. Because I prefer seeing what's in front of me than behind me. But,
Bottom lane clear.
yeah, I actually really don't like third person. That's just me. Like, whenever like I race on like restrictor plates, I want to see who's in front of me, like where I'm drafting, who I'm drafting, and I can't do that in third person. How am I doing?
I like seeing my wheel, helps me with stay in routine. When my car spins out, I try to correct it and I just spin out more.
Still there.
Okay, so
Bottom lane clear.
a good way to help with that is I notice that like whenever you have your settings screen up in front of you, change the brake bias a little bit, because the more brake bias means that whenever you go on the brake, the straighter your car will be. So like a good example is here, like if you're seeing up in turn 1, I will purposely not turn, because weirdly enough on this game, when you get on the brakes, the car when you brake just wants to just shift and go sideways.
I usually let off the gas and feather it back to straight.
Yeah, I mean that works too. Brake bias, if you do like need to get on the brakes, brake bias the more brake bias you have, the easier to control it will be. It also
Go on the brake and then use gas plus use the left analog on PS4 controller.
yeah. It's essentially just like one of those just touchy-feely type of things. Like you need to just kind of just practice with it. Like honestly, what kind of works for me is kind of intentionally spin yourself out a little bit, a couple times, and you'll just practice more and more on straightening yourself out. Because like there are times when I
If
literally...
you are Xbox, I can't help you unfortunately. No, like when I'm in between two cars and they volley me back and forth.
Oh, and see,
Christopher Bell has a ton of practice.
yeah, he does. Oh, okay, well, honestly, that's just part of the game. That's just been a problem with the game's physics. It's called pinballing. But generally speaking, for me, whenever you get in the middle of 3, just back out. You know, it's not worth it. It's not worth wrecking your car over.
Still there.
Just back out. There's a time and place to go 3 wide, and usually lap 1 or lap 10 is not worth it. Since Cap, you're new around here, I do 100% races, so I like to play for the long road. And whenever I go in the middle of 3, I will try not to put myself in that position. So like I will not go for that move. But if I am forced in the middle of 3, like a person comes to my inside, I just back out of it. Live to fight another day. But if you do get caught into that pinball, you gotta just have fast reactions and play with both the throttle and brake.
The AI doesn't understand 3 wide. They have 2 lanes to race, so if they push 3 wide, they can't find the 3rd line.
One of them usually just backs out, honestly. Usually the highest one, on the top of 3, backs out first. but I don't know why I'm actually talking with my hands. So none of you guys can see it. I don't know. It's just something I do. I talk with my hands, chat. So here I am, like my dumb ass is just like waving my hands around. It's like, you guys can't see that. But yeah, it's just like one of those things that like it's just weird. Like this game's just weird when it comes to
with your hands, who is driving?
X-Files theme starts playing right now.
Clear all around.
I don't know, man. Who is driving? Am I actually here? Am I just the guy that is just talking to you during stream? I don't know. Maybe someone else is driving, and I'm just the voice. Something to think about. I'm taking credit for this guy's either when this guy has a good driving moment, I take credit for it, and the guy that's driving has a terrible moment. Danica. No, yeah. See, I had Danica over at my house when I was racing
I have been going 3-4 wide on accident or sometime on purpose in the turns plus the straightaways, but most of the time it has both.
I had Danica over when I Brad Keselowski turned 1 at the Roval. So that was her. God, that race was actually awful. It was actually all of my road courses are definitely.
I spun out and flew and went 50 FT in the air.
Oh man, that's actually impressive. That has to be like a new record.
Times.
Yeah, see, but that wasn't me driving though. You gotta think about that. And see, I don't know what you in that sentence you're talking about. See, here at Private Patent Industries, we are a conglomerate of effort. We drive together.
Laughing.
I'll tell you what, chat, my road courses are definitely not my forte. My technicality for each of the corners is definitely not good. My forte is 1.5 miles. But then again, they're also like everyone's forte, so hey, cool, good talk.
Soon enough, Decker's spotter will be in the background calling the wrecks. No, Danica is dating Aaron Rodgers, the off from the Green Bay Packers.
r/whoosh.
Careful now, still there.
All right, Dale Jr., what are we doing here? All right, get. All right, okay. I thought I got to his end. Oh, by the way, 10 to go. Wow, I had no idea. And we're just clicking through these laps, aren't we?
Wonder when Danica will wreck that.
Oh, we'll wreck this Hellman's. No, she didn't feel like it tonight. The guy that's
Decker really needing a crew chief and spotter.
I
meant to say quarterback.
Oh, okay. What's it called? I'm pretty sure actually she is going to be at Canada at Mosport. That is going to be awful. Can you imagine Natalie Decker on a road course? Ooh, gives me shudders.
I mean, I don't blame them if they walked.
Don't move. Stay high. Careful. Still there.
Just the fact that he was just like, that he was just like, I'm taking my stuff off. I'll see you guys later. I don't know why I'm even up here.
Clear high. Clear high.
How am I supposed to stop? I don't know. Have you tried using the brake? Have you tried steering? God. She sounds terrified. She sounds terrified every time she gets behind the wheel. I don't know how she does it.
Outside. Clear high, bud.
But hey, chat, I don't know if you guys know, but I have a Natalie Decker signed photo, as well as a t-shirt. So when she eventually wins the Cup Championship, I will be posting that online on eBay, so be sure to check that out. In, like, next year.
Hang tight there, driver. Hold this line here. Clear all around.
Laughing God that day won't come.
Inside.
I don't know. I'm sure, like, in an alternate universe, Natalie Decker is actually, like,
Still there.
NASCAR's biggest thing. Like,
Bottom lane's clear. Use it if you need it.
for every 5 races that she's entered in the truck series, that she's probably won, like, 3.
Inside.
Can you imagine that alternate universe? I don't know.
Hang tight there, driver. Hold this line here. 5 laps to go.
Batten
Clear all
laughing.
around. That car there is on your inside. Inside. Stay high. Still there.
Alright, Jeff Green, what are we doing here?
Clear.
Keep getting to my inside. They're like, this isn't helping you, it's not helping me either.
That car
Most
there
of
is on
her
your
fans
inside.
came from Decker's mom.
Oh, lordy. Like, honestly, and the thing is,
Stay up high. Stay high.
the Mad Lads at Fox actually showed her getting wrecked by the wrecker as well. The absolute Mad Lads. They're just like, you know what would be funny? Is if we showed this teenage girl. Well, she's actually not teenage. She's like 22,
Decker's mom
actually.
was apparently a badass on snowmobile racing.
So I've heard, actually. Oh, hi, Jeremy Clements. I didn't actually know you were up there.
Clear all around.
But then they just showed her getting wrecked by the wrecker, and then, like, literally, you could hear Bristol laughing at what just unfolded in front of him. Oh, I actually felt bad. Oh, I see an engine. I see an engine failure up there. Or an overheating. I don't really care. It means the same to me. Hopefully that's not a caution, because if that's a caution,
I'm waiting for Decker's team to come out and be like, we meant to put Deegan here.
Pink car is just ahead.
who is that? Is that Allgaier? No, that's not Allgaier. Who is that? Is that? Oh, that was Kaz Grala. Well, I'm actually blind. Chad, I don't know if you knew, but I'm actually blind. I have no idea. So, like, that just adds to the theory that, like, you know, there's someone else driving this. Jeremy Clements, is that really necessary? The person is just driving and I'm just talking.
I would be laughing.
Careful now, still there.
The thing is, Haley has not even been impressing that much anymore.
How
Like-
do you red chat and race?
I get told a lot of things. Oh, by the way, we won. I could tell because of that loud-ass victory music. So I guess in terms of the Cup and Xfinity Series, we swept New Hampshire, so I guess that's good. It doesn't mean a whole lot to me because, you know, New Hampshire is like one of those tracks that, like... Oh, hang on.
Having played it so much, it becomes natural.
Hey, so listen to this. I actually just now recently learned that this happens. Hold up. Hang on. Hang on. Wait for it. Eventually... Oh, man, I just made a fool of myself.
Diesel
Yeah.
is great, but I don't want her to get rush up the ranks in the sport.
So what I was trying to show you guys, chat, is apparently I had no idea that in my entire time playing this game, I was making a fool of myself there, that the spotter will just be like, hey buddy, you're going the wrong way, if you go backwards enough times. And I'm just like, oh my god, that's awesome. Because way back in the NASCAR Thunder days, that was like my favorite thing to do. It was like, hey buddy, you're going the wrong way. But no, I just made a fool of myself and I couldn't drive. I don't know, when you do a victory lap in this what's it called? During burnouts.
I really did that, but I think it's only during races.
No, actually, I was Jan, I don't know if you guys know this, but I do a career mode just for fun, like totally off stream, and I just do it literally for fun. I know it's weird. I play NASCAR Heat 3 for fun. Ooh, and I won at a track, and I started doing that. He was just like, "Dude, you're going the wrong way. Turn around." I'm just like, "What the hell?" Oh, by the way, I should probably remark on the race results. No one really. Yeah, everyone's kind of just par for the course. Joey Gase with the top 10. Look at that. BJ McLeod. Oh my god.
You game for fun? Unfollow.
Oof. Look at that. BJ McLeod with a top 15. Oh wait, I think I see that 5 disappearing. He won? Oh my god. BJ McLeod won? Oh man. Man, where's... I wish I could see a BJ McLeod's position from here. But yeah, actually, legitimately, we are very slowly inching our way forward
McLeod
in
is
this.
God.
McLeod is the goat. Let's not even joke about that. No, we don't take the Lord's name in vain. So yeah, we are actually very slowly coming up on potentially winning our Xfinity Series championship here. We couldn't do it with the career mode, but we can possibly do it with the championship mode.
Bristol is hard.
Oh, Bristol's fun. And that's my...
there should have been tonight.
Yes. It's Victory Lane. Look at that Ryan Sieg. Awkwardly standing there. Bristol's a lot of fun, though. Honestly, Cap, it's just, like I said, you just gotta learn the lines, you know? Because most of the AI is gonna just naturally drift up to the top. You just gotta learn how to race the bottom. You know? Learn the lines, learn the setups, and the rest will just come naturally. And like I said, take your time. The game rewards a clean driving. Because, like I said, any amount of damage will just literally slows you down. It takes percentages of your lap time down with it. So I saw Jeff Green on the move. Holy God, we have a new title contender. So yeah, after an 8th place finish at Kentucky, we actually finished it up with New Hampshire. And moving from 1 Overton's 200, we're now moving to Overton's 300. So, wonderful transition.